Like to thank whoever's watching. Appreciate it.
Old gate. I'm quite... ever dream of... Ariel knows I'm here. If it weren't for my political...
Over here, I could use your... You're a sight for sore eyes. I've been looking for someone to help with a problem, but I wasn't expecting you to come by. Lady Arabelle DeVoe. Maybe you've heard of her. She's a famous investigator and author. Diplomat, too, which is why she's here. She runs a fair bit of gold, most likely. Lady Arabelle works for one of the richest nobles in all Tamriel, Lord Baccaro Valoris. Lady Arabelle will appreciate an outsider's perspective. She's at the Gonfalon Bay docks with Lord Baccaro, if you want to introduce yourself. The problem I mentioned? It involves some missing ships. Anyway, tell her Jakarn sent you. I'm her favorite. Long story. It involves multiple maidens, a few princes, and one charming rogue who stole all their hearts. Then the authorities got involved. Fortunately, you know me, every day a new adventure. Had a good thing going for a while, smuggling spices out of Hagath. Got married twice. I try, but you know how it is. I prefer my independence, but...
Hello. Would you happen to be looking for work?
My dockhands are watching for your cargo, Lady Arabelle. They know it's precious.
There was a storm off the coast. Perhaps it delayed the ships.
Forgive me if I do the job you hired me for, Lord Bacaro. You there, might we speak? I have a keen eye for talent, my dear, and you're practically oozing it from your pores. I am Lady Arabelle DeVoe. If you're looking for gainful employment, I have a proposition for you that pays exceedingly well. Oh, nothing tawdry, my dear. We'll be too busy for romantic shenanigans before long, I expect. Some precious cargo was supposed to sail in on the morning tide, but it never arrived. I need someone not known around the island to be my eye. While tales of my exploits credit me with all sorts of talents, I can't be in more than one place at a time. I could use a fresh face to mingle with the locals. Determine if Lord Bacaro's conference can't proceed without that cargo. Here's what I need you to do. Check the inn, the lighthouse, and the Lockabane shallows. See if anyone knows or saw anything. Then meet me outside the North Gate to compare notes. Certainly. Since you're new to High Isle, I understand you may not... Gonfalon Head Lighthouse, blessed by Kinnereth herself, stands atop the hill just west of town. It offers an excellent vantage from which to watch the nearby waters. Possibly. When ships fail to make port, it's only natural to wonder if they were damaged or blown off course by a storm. The lighthouse keeper has a perfect view of the approach to Gonfalon Bay. If my ships were out there, the currents of Lockabane are strong. Flotsam from the open sea often washes up along the shores of the waterway. Some of High Isle's poorer folk comb the beach looking for salvage. Let's hope they haven't found any today. The ancient Anchor Inn sits just up the street near the city gate. It's one of the more popular places on the island. In my experience, inns are wherever you think is best, my dear. But do get started soon. My intuition... The gentleman beside me, Lord Bacaro Valoris, leads the Society of the Steadfast. They're a That's a well-guarded secret, my dear. Perhaps after you've proven yourself, I can bring you in on... That's not an option I care to contemplate. Not while there's still a chance to find them.
Ah, a visitor. Or another one of Lady Arabelle's associates. Either way, welcome to our island. Yes, a sudden squall of unusual intensity. It died out just as quickly as it arose. I noticed it. I'm afraid that's privileged information. Suffice it to say, the cargo coming in on those ships is... Of course I do. But I learned long ago to have patience when it comes to such matters. I'm a philanthropist. I started the Society of the Steadfast to give relief to those caught up in the suffering caused by the Three Banners War. As Lady Arabelle said, that High Isle is the primary island in the Sisters Archipelago. Technically, we're a Breton holding, but we try to behave as a neutral port. People from all over Tamriel come to experience parts of it. But we have a rich history, and the same sorts of dangers you'd experience on the mainland. Bandits, pirates, wild beasts, and mostly political prisoners from the Empire at first. Later, rival nobles, pirates, murderers. The worst of the worst. Today, it also includes war criminals and certain prisoners of war. Amino's station is friendly enough.
I'm a dockmaster, not a bloody mage. What does the lady expect me to...
Should I be?
Lady Arabelle suspects some sort of foul play. The closer you get to Aminos, the more unpredictable the currents become. And storms constantly barrage. Like I said, storms...
Checking inventory around here.
I hear these knights are robbing people and looting caravans. Someone ought to do something. Hail, friend. Have you heard about the band of robber knights that waylaid travelers on the road to Gonfalon Bay? I came to High Isle to trade, but a rogue band that calls itself the Ascendant Order. I thought they were only active on the mainland, but they're here on High Isle. Rabble-rousers and troublemakers. Not specifically, but I saw some fancy-pants nobles giving the dockmaster grief. Missing ships.
The All Flags was led by the Anvil.
I'm off duty, newcomer. Gotta come. We police High Isle. Ships that haven't arrived yet aren't our problem. Just that they're little more than well-armed bandits. They've been recruiting the poor to bolster their numbers. Now they're robbing caravans while claiming they fight for justice. They're malcontents. They go on about how the high and mighty misuse their power by squabbling over the Ruby Throne. It started out small enough. Something else, newcomer? I'd like to get back to my drink. Ordinary bandits the Sisters Guard can handle. But when we send enough guards to meet a company of Ascendant Order Ravagers, these faceless knights just melt away. And if we don't send enough guards, might as well be. Most knights proudly display their emblems. They wear the colors of their house and paint family crests on their shields. These Ascendant Order knights never remove their helms and bear...
They closed on the enemy isle just as far rolling. Whatever horrors they might face, they knew that they must win. The Allied fleet besieged this road with terrors.
You don't look like a salvager. Come to join up with those so-called knights who've been hanging around, did you? Bah! I'd rather go hungry than swear my... Haven't seen anything sail by in the lock recently, and no new wreckage washed up today. But I've been keeping my head down. Those robber knights have been... They were recruiting, or at least offering the chance to earn a reward. They wanted people ready to haul in whatever came ashore. Several south to a cave just down the beach. But I'd avoid it if I were you. Old Charbel nearly lost his head snooping around.
A traveler. I thought those vile knights had returned. Forgive me. I must continue praying for the return of our idol. This lighthouse is special. It's blessed by Kinnereth, the god of winds and sea. No fire serves as a beacon for near. Knights in unmarked livery broke in and stole the Kinnereth idol. I watched the scoundrels. They may wear the garb of knights, but the ruffians who assaulted me carry themselves like robbers and outlaws. Bless you, traveler. Please understand. It is marvelous, is it not? When Duchess Alea Dufort assumed...
Sometimes a little lie saves a ton of explanation.
You return, and with the idol. Place it here, and I shall call forth its light. Mother Kinnereth, this traveler has set right the desecration of this holy place. Return to us your blessing, and let your light shine over the land and sea. I cannot thank you enough. With the idol returned... Shortly after the lighthouse was pillaged, I spied 3 ships on the horizon. Amanos is notorious for its storms, but Kinnereth generally blesses High Isle with fair weather. I wonder, the way the storm swept in seemed unnatural, and it happened. The idol has little value outside the lighthouse. Its light does not shine in any other location. My order believes Kinnereth's light...
You're the one who stopped the Maumur offensive. Divines bless you.
Good. You found my field office. I thought I'd keep an eye on the lock while awaiting your report. My own investigations have turned up little about our missing ships. Tell me, did you uncover Darken the Beacon? The locals revere that light. Who would dare offend Kinrith in such a way? Something is indeed wrong here. At least our missing ships reached these waters, but the Ascendant Order? Here? I heard rumors of knights troubling folk outside of town, but I had no idea they were the culprits. It seems the Ascendant Order knew the ships would be wrecked, and they helped make sure by extinguishing the lighthouse beacon. They knew my cargo was coming to High Isle. This means the Fighters Guild and Mages Guild delegates are in danger too. Ah, you caught that, did you? My missing cargo is more delegates for the conference. Perhaps the most important ones. But I need you to check on the guild delegates right now. They went to visit a druid named Ravana. Her hut lies to the west. The Ascendant Order models itself after other knightly orders, but they're nothing but terrorists. They are well-funded and have a strong presence on the mainland. They proclaim a powerful message about greedy rulers and costly wars, but it's mostly rhetoric. Not that the common folk see that. Valencia of the Mages Guild is a dear friend. We shared a few adventures when she was starting out, and I called upon her when I needed help with a conference. She enchanted the invitation medallions. I only met Guild General Quentin when he arrived. He seems to have a good head on his shoulders, but the war has cost him dearly. He lost his wife in a raid. I understand. Her name is Ravana. She's something of a local apothecary. She uses her skill with herbs and healing to help the folk of High Isle.